For 2022, LEGO Star Wars took the Snowtrooper Battle Pack and gave it a remake. For 2022, LEGO Star Wars didn't quite give the Hoth Rebel Battle Pack the same treatment. Enter the Minifig packs. With battle packs having jumped to $20 US, that has opened up a price point of $15 for the LEGO Star Wars Minifig accessory packs, and specifically for this review, the 40557 Defence of Hoth with 64 pieces and 3 minifigs, notably significantly less than you would have gotten in a battle pack just a year prior. Well, obviously this battle pack's older, but yeah, this is the same price as battle packs were a year ago. However, you're getting one less minifig and significantly less boxes. This uses a big plastic minifigure front and center to contain all of the pieces for the set, which I think is quite simply amazing. Those that care a lot about the environmental aspect of LEGO probably don't, but man, I think this is one of the coolest packaging things that LEGO has, and it's very unique and creative. It also has the blue stripe with the black greebling. We show off a couple AT-ATs, and then it shows your 3 minifigs for the Hoth Rebel troopers there. And below we have one of the builds, but on the back of the box, they actually show off a couple of other builds. So there's actually a bit more than meets the eye on the front of the box, with a couple of tripod guns on the back. And then kind of an homage to the original LEGO Star Wars Battle Packs, they show off the 3 figs in their full uniforms there on the back. I love that. And then we have a ton of text and stuff that they have to put on the box. Anyway, let's unbox it. I have found that unboxing these from the bottom seems to be the best way to go, where you can just kind of get it open a little bit and you can pull everything out without having to break your entire pack, hopefully. So you can kind of save your packaging if you're into that. Otherwise, you can open it however you want, but I like to save my boxes, so there we go. There's all our parts. The instructions are very cheap looking and feeling like they are very small for a $15 set. But thing with it, let's build it and take a look at the figs up close. The first of 3 Rebel Troopers here is the most unique, with the dark tan torso and no leg printing. So you'll see the other troopers coming up will not have a dark tan torso, and they will have leg printing. He does have the classic Hoth Rebel helmet or hat, which I love the mold for. I think it looks spectacular. Another odd aspect about this figure is the second face, which can be seen underneath the back of the helmet. I'm pretty sure these helmets were created, 1, to be accurate, but 2, before they were commonly including second faces on minifigures, so it was probably an afterthought that, hey, we might have mouths down here on the back of some heads, and so it's odd to me that this figure does get a second face because it's seen through the back of the helmet, which I don't like. I think if that's going to be the case, just don't include the second face. But at the end of the day, this is a fine Rebel Trooper. It's just unfortunate that you can see some of the print underneath the back of that helmet, and it kind of looks like this print is shifted down quite a bit. He's got quite a large forehead. Nonetheless, it should be an avoidable thing. On the back, you can see his second face just peeking all the way through underneath with the beard and the teeth. Nice to get a little change of pace between the two. And then if we remove this helmet, you'll see his second face is one with a bit of a sharper grin, more of an angry, like I'm ready to go into battle. For the torso and everything, really the only thing different about this one in particular is going to be that face print and the lack of a pair of binoculars. So everything else is exactly the same there, and it looks rather nice. So this is what we're looking at as far as the builds, and honestly, I think the Clone Command Station is a better build for a figure pack, but that doesn't necessarily make what you get here bad. These are definitely going to go great for the Trenches of Hoth against the AT-ATs. Not that there's a set with Trenches of Hoth, so maybe this is hinting towards something. Maybe it's not. As you can see, these aren't the most stable things. One little tap will send them tumbling, but these are, at the end of the day, they look pretty fine. I think they're an interesting design, and you can take a trooper and stand them behind them to have them blast off towards what I can only assume are battery packs for the blasters here, like a tube piece or a wire piece, and have it all connect up to the main blaster. These are just included separately, so I think these are a bit odd. I think it's kind of cool to have the white grill piece on the bottom to make it look like they are sitting on snow. That's definitely a very nice little touch, but yeah, those are included, and you can actually have a Rebel Trooper carry them around, which is nice. So you can, is the dish turret, which is something that I love in LEGO Star Wars. It's one of my favorite little sub builds of LEGO Star Wars sets, and these have been sent in quite a few sets at this point. My favorite one was from the 2004 Snowspeeder. It was also one of the first sets I had gotten, so nostalgia may or may not play a big role in that, but this is definitely a hugely different look. It is smaller. So zooming in here, you can see we have a control panel, and you could have a minifigure grab onto the handlebars here, which is great, and these can also move up and down, so you can. We actually have the hinge here as well that works for the dish turret, so you can move it up and down. I don't know, maybe like 70 degrees range of motion. Not the craziest there, but a part of the problem is if you push this too far back, you can actually snap it off. I say that's a problem. It won't be a problem for most people, but as a playset for kids in some aspects, that is going to be a problem. You actually spin this 360 degrees very easily. Really like that, and like that's great. And then you have kind of the snow bank built up around it, which looks pretty good. And I don't think I had noticed it on the front of the box, but I guess it's there. But yeah, it definitely fills it out and makes it feel a bit bigger than it really is with this dish turret. While I am kind of liking this set, at the end of the day, I really don't see myself buying more than a handful of these for my Hoth Rebel army. I don't think they're as good as the Hoth Rebel Battle Pack from 2010. It's definitely a step back in a few different ways, in my opinion. It's still a fine way to pick up Rebel troopers to have take on your UCS AT-AT or smaller AT-AT or Hoth AT-ST or even that Snowtrooper Battle Pack you might see back there. But really, I would have preferred a full-fledged Hoth Rebel Battle Pack compared to this. It's still worth picking up at $15 for a lot of people, I'd bet. If you like what you see, I think you'll have a good time with the set, and I have an affiliate link in the description below if you do decide to purchase this from LEGO.com. You can help out the channel in doing so. In the set, they just, to me, don't add a lot at that point. I maybe wish they had done a bit more of a snowbank or a bigger build for the dish. If you want to build armies with it, you can try. LEGO stores and LEGO.com are the only place you can buy these in America, and therefore you're going to have a hard time getting more than a few at a time, as LEGO.com currently limits them to 5, and most LEGO stores will be limiting you to 1. So best of luck to everyone. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments section below. I think it's like a 6 or 7 out of 10 for me. I'm just not really loving it, and I do feel like this is a step back from the Hoth Rebel Trooper Battle Pack from 2010. Like, it's just not as good. I could have definitely gone for more in the build department and the extra figure for $5 more, and they just done a counterpart to the Snowtrooper Battle Pack just straight up instead of this weird minifig pack for that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed, leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and you can check out more LEGO Star Wars 2022 set reviews on the end screen now.